scrolling through my phone here, I've got people from close by and far away that have texted me questions that they would like to ask. I said, if Napoleon Hill were alive today and you had the opportunity to ask him one question, what would that question be? And Markel from Chicago sent this. What was the one thing that you were going through in life that caused you to go for the challenge of interviewing all those wealthy people knowing you would not get paid for it?
Well, he was haunted from an early age, like other people I've read about, was why are some people successful and others not? You be in an area of just like Earl Nightingale, living in California, and he asked his mother and why they were living under a tent, and she had a $30 a month government program, and they wouldn't have an adequate food, and he's seen wealth all around them in California. And same thing is, why? Why? And they made him want to study it. And when Earl Nightingale was on USS Arizona and it got bombed, all of them but 100 or so, 900 some odd number got killed. And when he got out, he got a radio job, and one of the first things he did was, or he was selling ads for a radio station. A guy asked him to advertise Think and Grow Rich, and he said he spent a weekend reading it, and he said it changed his life. Not a day of his life. He was just fortunate to be exposed to it, and said not a day of his life, and he was thankful for reading that book.
I've got one here from Ryan McReynolds. Said, I probably would ask him how he began his journey in his mindset to unlock all those things he discovered about personal growth.
Well, he was blessed, but at age 8, 9, he died. His mother died, and they were simply the belief was when Hill was going to school, there was no mandatory attendance, and school was only a few months of the years. And it was much more important to help get the corn than it was to go to school. That was the mindset. And but when his mother died, his dad remarried about a year later, and he married a woman, Martha Ramey. She was she was a widow of a doctor, widow of a school principal, and a daughter of a doctor, a physician in Coburn. And that's the first thing she said. She come in at home. She was for education, and got him his typewriter, gave him trade a gun for a typewriter, and she told him the importance of, and he wasn't a good student as such, but she got his curiosity up, and he began to write little stories, make up stories, and and what separated him from other people, a lot of people before him wrote people like, there's a book called Self-Help Psychology, which I think is the first self-help book written in like 1859. This man wrote about people who overcome adversity. He wrote about Wedgwood, the guy that invented Wedgwood, China. It's been a long time since I read it. One of them was a guy, Watts, that did the steam engine, I think, and other. But the difference in Napoleon was he wanted to know how they done it. He had the nerve to go out and actually talk to them. He sat down and talked to them in person to find out. And that was the questions, trying to find out what made them tick. Why would someone, you could say it's different things and all, but it's not no one thing. It's consciously or unconsciously. Those people developed a purpose, and they developed a belief, and they went the extra mile. They got other people to help them, and some of them knew exactly step by step, but other people studied it